Actually, I want to go ahead and let me go ahead and switch to just chatting for a second, because like I'm gonna be looking at YouTube stuff before I actually decide to change games. Yeah, Duck is doing a Morph giveaway right now. Well, now that that's out of the way, let me go ahead and oh yeah, hold on. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the particular highlights that we got from last night, and particularly the one that I don't know if Spicy is a self-aware individual of. I don't think they are completely self-aware of their own. I don't think they are completely self. I'm hearing myself. Let's see. Actually, let me go ahead and take a look at the clip that you put. It was like a rook one, right? Yeah, hold on. There we go. So let me see what's going on over here.
Oh
2K.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Turning the tide?
Oh my 3,200 damage on a freaking super. Oh my god.
Goro paved the way.
Okay, just...
Booyah!
So, did you guys like stack strength buffs on top of the balloons, on top of Goro being in turn the tide? I can assume that's what happened with that much damage. With weapon powered Diploon, I can assume. That was just Boon? Okay, yeah, that explains it. Yeah, that explains a lot. Yeah, how the heck does this thing have like 38 views already? And like your content with content is literally 41 views, with 45 views on top of that. Because like, you're the primary one that's. Oh, hold on a second. I actually want to watch this. Oh my god. Is he even self-aware of his own sound effects?
What happened?
what did you just take?
Is this man's even aware of his... Wait, no, there's Exhibit B. There's Exhibit B. I gotta check Exhibit B again. Oh my god, I can't even start. Oh my god, rip headphones. Spicy, what the... Well, that's gonna be on the internet forever. Well, at least we know what the context of it is, but like, dude, his sounds.
I have the spirity ghosty one.
I said the cat walker companion from the Boot Spirit bundle.
No.
You know, it kind of makes it worse because the actual tone of your voice and the way like Spicy is responding to your own voice just makes it like if your voice is saying something else and Spicy makes the exact same sound effect afterwards, the it would be so out of flippin' context. Just shut the front door already. Oh my god.
But I do have the spirit of returning.
Oh my god. I can't even with these sounds right now. Oh my god. What did Circuitry clip here actually? It's comedy. It's content.
He gets so dirty, my cat.
Hey, I think, fire from above and abominable weaver. I think those spells are pretty strong. I think they need a nerf. Okay, guys, let's nerf glow bugs.
Why would you do that, though? Glowbug is still worth it. Literally, Glowbug is worth it.
No, I was talking about the spells. I don't know how to feel anymore. It just doesn't seem like. It seems like Storm is now becoming completely situational in PvE, but completely no longer a powerhouse in PvP. I don't know. I think like the J. Todd Coleman would like really be flipping the hell out. I know he has his own company now, but and he would understand what they're trying to do to rebalance all those spells and everything, but even then he would have his own rebuttals and stuff. Because he designed Wizard 101 with the original spells in the first place. And now... oh no. I feel like one of these days I'm going to head down to Texas and be like, hey, Todd, do you want to like sit down and play your own game again and see what you think about it now? And then he logs onto Wizard 101, plays a new character and stuff, and he's like, why the frick are the spells that I worked on flipping different now? Also, I think Blaze Blaze Lifehammer, he like mains in Storm and Life as well, so I think it's probably like low key a bit salty. Storm has always been trash in PvP. Fair, fair. If I do go to PvP, I usually go for the low level one, because like if you go to level 50 and beyond, you have to deal with the critical stats and extra all that. When you're in low level PvP, it's just resist stacking, maybe. Yeah, that's like resist stack on top with a healing spam pet that could keep you alive. Meh. Well, the early game spells got buffed early for the most part. Yeah, he just got his Fire Max. He's going to main that now. Huh. My first wizard was actually a Fire Wiz to begin with, too. And I don't know. I just went in a very unorthodox direction with all of my wizards, in which I paired them up with, like, a bunch of, like, with a secondary school that, like, I guess could help them and whatnot. I don't know what I was doing with my characters anymore, so I just quit. Resist stacking, wards, heal spam, and blade stacking, and Orthus. Yeah, which is why like I made like a side myth account, a side myth wizard for originally for PvP, but then I just gave up on that. Yeah, exactly. With the Astral Schools, it's like utility, and you mainly use life in order to stay alive. My focus does not want to stay alive right now. What the frick? What the actual frick? My focus doesn't want to stay alive. Let me actually go ahead and like turn on some jazzy tunes while we're at it. While we're chatting and all that, unless there's something else I can look at. I don't know. Wizard 101 has changed so much every time I go on and off of it. I can never finish whatever I wanted to do with my characters. I try to get into it again. It just I just can't even. But did you really go online last night just to actually get the point across that like stat gear is, well, then again, there are people who still run the pack. Well, the tribal pack stat gear is like it's still probably like still solid, but and there are people who would use the crown shop stat gear, so there's practicality, but not all. But the bizarre stat gear is just, I don't know. But yeah, the gear for the tribal pack is definitely the best. The Beastmaster pack is good for energy. And yet there are people that are still running stat gear. And while you were actually like offline last night, I was like in Mu Manchu. Stop speaking, me. While you were offline last night, I was like in Mu Manchu, and We're about to, like, show somebody, like, how does the cabin glitch work? Apparently they left, and... because I guess they have a communication issue. We were able to, like, trio with, like, Nefarious, but the only thing we got out of it was another Dragon Axe of Doom, which feels like one of the most common drops I'm able to get. I feel like the Privy drops have been, like, the most elusive for me. Or the Privy drops along with the Nefarious accessories. I've gotten 0 Nefarious accessories to date. Whoop. Yeah. The energy gear is blown... Oh, are you saying the energy gear is blown way out of proportion? You know, if the game could have in-game trading besides... Well, then again, who trades doubloons anymore? They blew what Spicy said out of proportion? Wait, what was Spicy talking about? Oh my god. I need to stretch a moment. Okay. I'm good at stretching. They stat starred to everything? There's a few that are good. Well, there's one particular one, the Atafula Chilote, I believe. One of the hats. If anything, though, yeah, I think it's mostly because, like... Yes, like, power card gear is good because you have more cards in your deck. But also at the same time, though, like... If you're primarily doing PvE and just like grind PvE, then you're fine with stat gear. But if they're like if the heads of the revival server consist of people who actively do PvP, then yeah, of course they're gonna flip out about that and become complete critics. I do sometimes use stat gear, but I don't really use stat gear all the time. And I mean, Matthew's everywhere too. Like he's like one of the writers for Final Bastion. He's a community leader in the message boards. And I think RZ called him out for an inappropriate YouTube upload at least one point. And KingsOwl never enacted upon it. They might have like given a talking to Matthew or whatnot. Matthew might have like covered his tracks or something, but it's usually past business that RZ unfortunately has not succeeded on whatever he was doing. Yeah, I honestly can't even with the Pirates 101 community. Whatever is left of the Pirates 101 community, I just play with whoever I play with, like including you, Spicy, and anybody else I run into. People I formerly played with since the beginning of the game, most of them have just dipped out. Especially one that I gave a free Boochbeard bundle to. I won a Boochbeard bundle in a giveaway, and I gave it to somebody who did not use the full year of their membership, and they took a huge break from the game, and I feel like it was a waste of me to give away a now retired bundle. And to this day, I just feel completely sour about that. I don't know. It's just a thing with niche communities in general. They're just amazing, really. Every single niche game community has their pros and cons, and there's things for you to be pissed off about them about.
I should have gotten it.
In 2002, did you exist, Alt? This was back in 2012. Oh my god, I can't think right now. I was off by 10 years.
I did exist in 2002. Wait, not 2002.
Oh my god. Did my brain exist in 2002? I don't even know. No, technically in 2002, you were but a fetus. Maybe. Maybe. possibly a fetus. Because, like, if you think about it, like, maybe your existence, someone's existence doesn't begin unless they start out as a single cell. And once they become a single cell, they eventually develop into, like, a something. And then that something eventually becomes a fetus. And then your existence sort of your existence origins begins when you were a fetus. You played Pirate in 2013. Well, I got this giveaway in 2012, and then I was haven't seen you around during that time, and I was like I've been like one of the most active of forum posters as well. I would like to play Pirate again, but all it is now is just Fashion War, Fashion 101. If I'm not decorating my house. And all that's really left is just mainly like the Carlos are just missing like at least one item or two that's pretty elusive. I get bored with questing. I don't feel like doing the Obsidian bosses over again. Congrats on getting the blood jacket, by the way, from the Obsidian blood. Yeah, I got to like level 30 and then quit. I think level 30 was like what, Cool Ranch? That seems like the general consensus of like people. We discussed about this last time, being Captain Obvious. Monquista and Cool Ranch. People just quit at those points. Oh my god, this music brings me back memories. Oh my god. It just makes me think of like how the hell are they gonna approach the Diamond and Pearl remake? When they make Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee though, like those games didn't really exactly need DLC for them to be their own spin-off titles, even though they're technically like the most remade version of Kanto. I'm kind of concerned. You know, if you want Johto, play Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Those still stand up to the test of time. And there's like plenty of like stuff to do. Like there's stuff for you to do end game at like Heart Gold and Soul Silver as well. It would be quite a throwback trip for me to go through Omega Ruby for the first time, though. Well, here's the thing, though. Sinnoh, unlike Galar, Sinnoh is a complete region. I doubt they would have a need to put in DLC that includes, like... Well, I mean, that's just a bonus. Like, the DLC shouldn't, like, include stuff that should have been in the game to begin with. The DLC should just be, like, purely cosmetic optional stuff. Because back in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, there's a bunch of stuff, like, some stuff you could do endgame and postgame with PvP and the Battle Tower and whatnot. Knowing the Pokemon Company and Nintendo, that sounds like something they would do, and that's pretty upsetting. But yeah, the Battle Frontier, I love the Battle Frontier so much. It definitely was, like, the post-game for me. And then you could also challenge the Elite Four all over again, but why would you want to do that? At the same time, though, you could also transfer your Pokemon from the Game Boy games, but now that's not the case anymore, and now they're requiring you to pay a subscription service to transfer from your 3DS system. I don't know how to feel. Pokemon is so much different. And now I'm trying to grind for my precious Jolly Fossil Pokemon that I want to use in PvP. Well, I was actually doing soft resets yesterday. I got the fossils I needed. They were Jolly Nature, but they didn't have the right abilities. So now I have to go through and find more fossils again until I can actually get the freaking correct stuff I need. Thankfully, the EXP candies help with leveling up, so I don't need to grind all the experience. Because fossil Pokemon are unbreedable. Undiscovered egg groups can't be bred with Ditto. Yeah, it's complete trash. Cause I know I could get a 5 IV Ditto with a Destiny Knot and an Everstone and whatnot, but because it's the fact that you can freaking breed with fossils, It's all let down to the soft resetting. Also, I forgot to turn off my autosave, so I had fossils times 4 for one of my Pokemon, and because the game just freaking autosaves, I'm stuck with 3 throwaways and 1 soft resetted fossil Pokemon. That's just making me super freaking salty right now. Well, I did catch a Gigantamax Pokemon, but at the same time, it was male and not the right nature either. I wish the shiny Zero Aura had a different nature. It's an okay nature, but still, like, I don't like that it's a boosted offense at the cost of defense. Well, we have the Crown Tundra next, and at least the game will be a completed game after we get the Crown Tundra. Is that who I think she is playing the game again? I swear COVID is, like, affecting everybody's schedules nowadays, but even then, like, everybody's hopping on Twitch to stream. It'd be like everybody and their grandparents, their uncles, their aunts, their cousins, their brothers and sisters, they'd all come around to Twitch stream. Here I am and just doing my own thing. You are doing your own thing, and everybody is all over the place. I don't know, maybe people just like to watch like new gameplay nowadays, or like new players, and just like backseat the heck out of them as to like, oh, you're not playing the game correctly, you should actually do this, you should actually equip that and this and that. I'm going through the Battle Factory right now on Soul Silver. Ooh, nice. You would do the other attack? Wait, what other attack? If you're going to go live later, Alt, or like, if you're going to go live again, do you know like what you're going to be doing for, let's see. Let's see how the latest pirate streamers do. Is this dude streaming at 800 by... Is this dude straight up using desktop capture at 800? Oh. What? Hold on, what is this resolution? Hold on, hold on. Let's be real. Let's be real. What is this resolution? This is literally me starting out streaming in college. And I've learned from streaming in college. Nani the heck? No, tank went live. This is desktop capture, but it's not even fully expanded. Are they working off a laptop or something? And it's understandable if they're working off a laptop, but even that... Wait. Didn't you stream from a laptop? Or haven't you been streaming from a laptop, Alt? I forgot if you use a desktop or a laptop. I feel... I don't know. Maybe in, like, another reality, you used a laptop. And your name would still be Ultimate... And your name would actually be Ultimate Pirate X. But even if you stream from a laptop, you could still literally do game capture and not do 800 by 600. Wait, hold on. Is there actually like, hold on. He doesn't have 6 users. He's semi-botted. He's botted and lurked. Because Nightbot's a bot, so you don't count Nightbot. Another Twitch TV viewer is a bot. Let's see. Dragon Finder is somebody who showed up last night for you. This is a bot. That's a bot account. There's me. So yeah, that's not 6 viewers. That's just That's just lurkers and bots. What the frick? Can't really rely on numbers anymore, honestly. There's only one person on AQ. No, wait, there's two. That doesn't match up either. This person's literally just grinding the Breaking Benjamin concert. I'm really kind of curious about all these games that I have on my list. That MapleStory is obviously still doing well. Look at this 1.3k viewership of all the pros just playing in Korea and China and all on Reboot and stuff. I'm just way on the bottom because I'm a pleb. But that's the reality of it. How come bots don't count as viewers for you? I have no idea. Well, actually, they sometimes do count as viewerships for me, even though I didn't ask for them. It's just weird to begin with.
I thought this game was popular. Didn't it come out recently?
With 104,000 followers, it's dead. And only the Koreans can keep it alive. It's gonna be completely dead once. Oh my god, that was a clip of me like clipping someone being a complete. I don't want to say the R word, but you can say it alt. But yeah, they were a complete like idiot. All of these clips will be surely missed. Possibly. Wait, isn't that Lily Pichu? Oh, wait, that's Lily Pichu. What the heck? Jesus Christ, this dude's throwing around a knife on street. Ew. That's edginess. Wait, hold on. I want to watch this clip because this is like... Okay, so literally. Okay, so here's how gear upgrading worked in MapleStory 2. So basically, once you get a piece of gear, you have two upgrade systems. So right now, this is they're trying to get to tier 15. Tier 15 is the highest tier of gear you can get on any gear whatsoever, especially the best ones. Now, there's two girls. There's two blacksmith girls. Ophelia is the one I told you about that's cheaper, but you roll the dice and pray that RNG works for you. If it doesn't work for you, you have to get your materials again and go through the same time-gated instance again, etc., again to get the piece of gear. Because literally, like, one of the requirements is getting the piece of gear to upgrade said piece of gear to upgrade its tier. That sounded like a load of trash for what I talked, but that's literally how the game works. This is literally how this girl worked. And then there's another girl called Pinky or something like that, who costs more in money and resources, but she's guaranteed for you to get the upgrade you want instead of relying on RNG. Now let's see how this clip is, because I am very sure that it's either this is going to fail for tier 15 or this guy will get it. Wait, actually, hold on. Let me go ahead and I think I muted it. Yeah, let me unmute this real quick. Let's see what happened in this clip.
1, 2, 3. I'm doing it. Holy!
What? What?
All right.
Okay, sorry about your earphones and stuff, but yo, I'm dying. That's literally what can happen. You fail trying to get to tier 15. Yes, guarantee would be better, but it's more cost heavy and resources and whatnot. Okay, but I think there is a clip. There's a clip somewhere of that succeeding though. I remember. It was. It was in one of the Discord servers I was in, and they actually succeeded on getting the enchantment they want. If I can find it. So yeah, that was an example of the enchantment, max enchanted gear failing, for sure. Make mine, oh my. Is it archive? Is it flashback? Oh, hold on a second. But yeah, I agree. I usually go for the guaranteed one. It's just that I eventually run out of materials, and I don't like having to grind for them. Otherwise, you have to pay like a boatload of money at the black market. The black market is the auction house in MapleStory 2 to like get the materials you need to upgrade, because you need the gear, however many pieces of the gear you need to upgrade the same piece of gear to max tier, and everything else that you need that can either be dropped or it would be throwback. I think it's in the throwback channel. Okay, so it's on Discord. So there is an example of it working. So let me go ahead and bring up Discord real quick. I think I could be able to do a capture of this. Yeah, here we go. All right, so here's an example of the enchantment succeeding. So let me go ahead and lower the volume.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
Oh,
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go! Look, y'all sound
Oh my god.
Yo!
What the fuck?
Yo!
What the fuck? That actually happened. That actually happened.
Let's go!
Hold on. I need to see this. Yeah, so plus 15 is like the max tier you can get with all the best pieces of gear, and yeah, everybody like chooses Ophelia because like she's cheaper and people want to take their chances with RNG for the gear enchantment. Even though this literally requires like 81 pieces, the devil's number of this material, this amount of this material. If this failed, this dude would have had to farm the same instance, the time-gated instance for this piece of gear, find more pieces of this. He has enough pieces of this material and enough pieces of this material. So if this dude failed on enchantment plus 15, he would need to find more pieces of this material plus the same 4 drops for the enchantment for this piece of gear. But yeah, this is the enchantment system that so many people had to put up with. Because in order to do your favorite instances on MapleStory 2, you need to actually have the right gear score. If you don't have the gear score, you can't go into your favorite instance with your guildie and stuff. So it's pretty much the race to get your gear all the way maxed out to plus 15 enchantment for your hat, your gloves, your armor, your boots, your belt, your weapon. And I just couldn't fully experience the end game because my gear score sucked. On top of me having to like deal with Ophelia every other so often because of her damn enchantment system. But yeah, frick. Absolute frickety frick. Anyways, let me go ahead and turn the music back on. But you get the point anyways. But at the same time, though, is endgame ever relevant anymore? Because with an MMORPG, it's just like, as like observed in the as observed in like the World of Warcraft like wiki page, they even have dedicated servers for role players. Beta keys, nani? Yeah, the moment you see a clip with this girl, everybody knows what's up. You either succeed or you streamer RNG is real. Okay, now she's a meme. Wait. Is this wait, hold on. Did this person succeed? Did this person succeed? I'm curious. So many people didn't save their Maple Story 2 moments. I'm here.
Bro, if
Dude!
if I fucking fail, I'm gonna fucking kill everyone. Right?
Do it,
One.
pussy.
1, 2, 3. I'm doing it. Holy!
What?
I love how, like, at every session, every time that happens, like, someone just disconnects from the voice call. Someone just straight up disconnects from the voice call. Oh my god. Oh, I love that.
Felia's kinda hot though, not gonna lie.
Well, actually, there's, like, a lot more character art from where that came from. Because I do have some art assets saved up from the Maple Story stuff. Actually, let me go ahead into my, like, folders and stuff real quick, because I could just bring that up. Can I actually do that? Am I able to do that? Non-desu ka? But she scams people, but not in the good way. Folders of art. Monka S. Monka Nanis. Alright, just to make sure that we don't have too many monkas, I'm gonna put my furry down in the background and it looks like I can't be able to do this. Okay. Alright, let's take a look. Oh. Is it this folder? I don't remember if it's this folder. Or maybe it was in my downloads folder. I'm certain I have, like, all existing surviving, like... Is it this one? No, that's a JPEG. I'm sure I put the Maple Story 2 stuff somewhere, I remember. Well, I did put all the PNG files around here, so that's fine. So many assets. But I have a folder that's literally the character art somewhere. Cause someone needed the texture folder, so I had to, like, organize those. So, yeah. That's weird. Press F. That's a lot of press Fs, dude. That is a lot of press Fs. I could have sworn I put this around here somewhere. Oh, wait, I think that's no, wait, that's not it either. Because I've been editing the wiki, and there's, like, because literally nobody updates the wiki anymore. Is it download all? Oh, wait, hold on, I think I found it. I think I found it. Yeah, boy, found it. Found it. Okay. So, let's see. There's a lot of stuff they offer from the... There's NPC illustrations? Yeah, NPC illustrations. Okay. So I'm gonna, like, Can I arrow this? Ladin. Yeah, I'm gonna highlight... I'm gonna, like, view all. lot of these title... And some of these character arts aren't used either, honestly. It's pretty sad. It's pretty interesting, too, that, like, we didn't even get the conclusion to the story for the latest expansion in December 2019. Maid, old man? Yes, we can have maids in our houses. There's a lot of different character art popping up. Haven't seen that dude, haven't seen her. I've seen her, haven't seen him. I've seen him, he's Madria, I remember. Not Madria, that's Bella. Haven't seen that one. Seen that one. Bjorn, Ninja Dude, Blake, Bravos. Haven't seen her too much. Haven't seen him. Seen her once. Seen her once. That's Mint. That's Mint. Bunny Girl. That's Vanilla, I think. I don't know who that edgy dude is. I don't know who that butler is. That kid. I don't know who that dude is. I don't know who this girl is. Yeah, a lot of these are completely edgy. Definitely. Oh, let me just exit photos so I can extract these properly because... Because they were trying to go for a different route for this game than... Oh, that's Madria. Then they had to censor her just because... Censorship. Butler... Mayor dude, Sailor... Mason... Different version of me. Anime glasses Mason. I don't know who she is. That's Mayor again. I don't know who that Clockwork dude is. Dragon Master... Oh, okay, okay. That was the Mush King. Lyran! A.K. What's... Morgana in Maple Story 2. That's a doctor. That's a kid I don't know. That's a guitar player. That's a maid. That's a priestess. That's a butler. That's a... Pathos. That was, Peachy. Americans can't handle chest. Yes, Mason's literally a cooler version of me. Alright, let me properly rip this, actually. Well, that's gonna take a little bit. Eh, it's all good, alt. It's gonna take 9 minutes anyways. I'm gonna find a YouTube video to look at in the meantime. Let's do window capture again. How are people doing on Twitch nowadays with this? Actually, hold on a second. Let's look at another game that I haven't seen in a long time. Did anyone do any replays of this game or any clips? Or all-time WildStar clips?
Alrighty, everybody's ready and it's St. Patrick's Day. Let's pull this motherfucker. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Love it. That was...
Ah, WildStar. You know, I want to watch some WildStar videos, honestly, because this game had so much freaking personality, and I really miss it the most. Like, oh my god, man, oh man, I miss it so much. Even the marketing trailers had so much personality to them. Oh my god. And Seasoft.
Fill her up, barkeep. I got me woes aplenty. Alright, here, let me get this thing out. Sure, come to Nexus, they said. A marauder's paradise, they said. Towns and villages ripe for raiding, looting, and pillaging. For a simple, hard-working scallywag like myself, it sounded like the perfect place to buckle down and do me bloody business. So where be the problem, you might ask? The whole planet's crawling with psychopathic killers! Warriors, armed to the bloody teeth! If they ain't chopping you to bits, then they're blowing you down with those arm cannons. And people call me a bloodthirsty bastard. Being gutted by an honest blade be one thing, but these espers use their friggin' minds to make swords and beasts and... What the hell is that?
Oof.
Don't get me started on spell slingers. Up and around like half-mad space demons and using them magic pistols to shoot people at home. Me blasted eyes got more patches than a leaky garbage scout. Oh. And just when you think it's okay to start terrorizing the townies, one of these bloody stalkers appears from out of the shadows and skewers you with them pig stickers. Me poor liver ain't been working for weeks. Then there'll be medics. Don't let the name fool you. Their bloody resonators will shatter your bones and boil your innards. Not exactly the bedside manner I was expecting. What's that you say? Am I afraid of the engineers? Never heard of them. What are they gonna do? Change me oil and tighten me screws? Oh, bloody hell.
Well, engineers are the real tanks of Wildstar anyway. Oh my god, oh my goddy god. Man, these were the old days. These were the old days. Oh man, I miss these trailers. I'm going through some really old stuff right now. I'm just going through some nostalgic times. I wish that there's people with me to experience the nostalgia with.
Hello. Excuse me. Excuse me! There. Much better. Each and every one of you has chosen a particular path that will determine your responsibilities once we have arrived on Nexus. It is important that you are well informed of the imminent dangers associated with this choice, despite the fact that few of you will actually survive them. Let us proceed. Soldiers, legendary heroes in the making. Your mission will be to conquer the deadly creatures, hostile natives, and military opponents you encounter on the planet's surface. Will there be glory for some of you? Indeed. For others.
Ugh.
Scientists, for you, knowledge is the ultimate weapon. As you delve into the scientific mysteries of the Elden, you will systematically analyze the exotic flora and fauna found on the planet. Unfortunately, most of it will be trying to eat you. At least your deaths will be for a noble cause. Explorers, I Undoubtedly you think this sounds exciting. Please provide your next of kin before departure.
Oof.
And settlers, dedicated builders and pioneers, your duty is to tame this hostile alien world, constructing beneficial structures for your friends and allies. Understandably, your enemies may not appreciate your efforts.
I think that deserved a well-needed, toasty!
Oh, that was unfortunate. So, as you can see, the choice of your path brings with it a number of challenges. Fortunately for those of you who are looking for a way out, I have a different alternative. Any takers? Class dismissed.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Wildstar. Oh my god, I love this game's music.
There's a lot of music in Wildstar, so it's not the same. You don't hear the same piece of music endlessly. And the great thing is that players are really appreciating.
Hi, how are you?
I've heard from a lot of people, which is awesome to hear.
Hey, what's
when
up,
they
Dark?
say,
How you
"Yeah, I
doing?"
normally turn down music in MMOs, but in Wildstar, I've had it on. I'm at level 50 and never turned it down once. That's a huge deal because I know, the desire for people to just turn it down and I'm sick of it. I've heard enough. But it feels great to know that they're keeping the music on and all that hard work and those decisions to make the music as cinematic as possible, as immersive as possible, that it all really started to pay off. What I really wanted to do was capture 3 different elements and infuse that into the score. I wanted to capture a frontier spirit, the sci-fi adventure, and the emotional landscape of what Wildstar is. Those 3 elements combined really give us the tapestry.
Some hunting behemoths? Gotcha. I don't usually log into Dauntless unless for dailies. When does the time quest end? Might get on that too, honestly. They even did the ice bucket challenge. Oh my god. Oh my god. I miss this game so much. Thankfully there's people who are bringing it back, but at the same time it's sad that it's gone. I even miss their dev diaries too. 12 to 11 days as of now. That's plenty of time. I'm just waiting on the announcement of their of next week's bounty events. They haven't said anything yet.
Rated T for teen.
The last major update that I actually played through was the strain of this game.
Deep beneath the surface of planet Nexus, something horrible lies in wait. Something beyond science. Rain Ultra Drop! Welcome to Blighthaven. Smell the wonders of Kankertube Swamp. Enjoy the gastrointestinal terrors of the Globellum. Party down with the entity's mutated minions and more. Survive it all, and you might just get a fat stack of strain-infected gear. Guaranteed to make your legend go totally viral. Rain Ultra Drop! Did you digest all that?
I miss this game so much. Wish they had a VR for how to train your dragon, but sad that they don't. So anything could be possible in this day and age now. Anything could be possible. 6 years ago. I didn't even open all my boom boxes. Oh my god, and I played during the beta and I haven't opened all my boom boxes. Actually, I haven't. Is there anything particular about the Spellslinger that I missed out on? I didn't play the Gunslinger class in this game. I'm a bit sad that my favorite game is just shut down in general.
Welcome to WildStar. This is DevSpeak. Ooh, this disclaimer has a hint of cranberry and just a flutter of nutty aged cheddar. So it's time to talk about WildStar's interdimensional magic space cowboy, or Spellslinger for short. Spellslingers are highly mobile, ranged assassins that use dual blasters and void magic to skirt danger, hurt some folk, and shoot their friends in the face. With heals. Basically, he's the Nightcrawler, in a cowboy hat. Now, Spellslingers use sigils, blasters, light armor, and portals to another dimension.
Portals?
8th or 9th, maybe. 8th or 9th dimension. Probably. The void lets him teleport around, switch places with enemies. They can even hide out in there for a bit. Now, they also have powers in the real world, like sigils. Spellslingers use sigils to throw bad guys around, aim heals at their buddies, or blast things with fire and stuff. Which brings me to their primary weapon, dual blasters. They're perfect for running and gunning, or charging up and ripping through hide. Now all this and his light armor make the Spellslinger the most nimble, slippery sumbitch this side of the OK Corral. Teleport, dash, run and gun, swap, bamf! And of course, limited action set lets you decide if you're gonna roll more guns blazing damage or friendly fire heals. Maybe favor mobility, or precision nukes. Maybe you like CC. Either way, you're gonna love saddling up with a Spellslinger. So take a shot at our website for more info on classes, and get a little social with your media.
Yeah, this is WildStar. That's something. I like the way the devs presented. I like the way the devs presented their dev talk about like all the stuff about anything about the game. In particular, the main class that I played, it was the medic class, which is sort of not like the class that not like most medics that you would play as. It's kind of like medics usually roll as DPS and stuff, and they have like resonator weapons. But yeah, there's like the reason why I play this game is like it does give me the Fusion Fall vibes, but a little bit better, and it doesn't take itself seriously. Yeah, sadly this game is shut down, and I'm gonna miss these dev diaries. Rip Carbine Studios.
WildStar. This is DevSpeak. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
Today we're going to take a look at a class that we've been keeping secret for a while. Well, sort of. You can see him right there. And there and there. But today we're going to talk about it. It's called the Medic. Our goal with the Medic was to make an ultra high-tech, close-range, hybrid healer and damage dealer.
And I like that.
Tron meets neurosurgeon, only weaponized. And like all our classes, we want it to be mobile, challenging, and fun, not about some UI minigame. So medics come equipped with resonators, stations, probes, medium armor, and a medical degree. Resonators allow medics to charge or channel powerful diagnostic fields that mend wounded allies or devastate healthy enemies, often simultaneously. How is this achieved? Science. Medics can also deploy persistent fields called stations. Stations let them strategically control the battlefield by leaving fixed zones for damage or healing. Probes are little AI scanners that can be attached to allies and enemies. Healing, damage, buffs, debuffs, whatever you need, just probe it. And when the time is right, you can re-trigger the probes to detonate. Boom. Finally, we equip medics with medium armor, which is good because sometimes you'll need to get up in a boss's grill and heal your homies. Well, that's it for our preview of the medic. Check out the site for more info.
Well, honestly, with like the way the medic was played out, with all like the AoEs that you can do and the probes and stuff, this essentially like is how PvP looked. And PvP in WildStar was a huge mess because of the telegraphs all over the map, everything going on. It was not even balanced, and it was completely not optimal for people to play. And yeah, that was oh, funny enough, they actually have a video called Crowd Control. Not in PvP though. They have them in this. Sadly enough, they couldn't do crowd control for PvP. Only for PvE, because raid content was like the primary content that you could do once once you got like the main story and stuff out of the way. Oh yeah, also I was watching the behind the scenes video as well. Since you're into Pirate 101's music, Jeff Kurtenacker even has his own YouTube channel, just like how the Pirate and Wizard 101 composer has his own YouTube channel as well. In-house studio, or recording an entire orchestra. Doesn't get any more OG than this.
There's a lot of music in WildStar, so it's not the same. You don't hear the same piece of music endlessly, and the great thing is that players are really appreciating the variety. I've heard from a lot of people, which is awesome to hear when they say, "Hey, I normally turn down music in MMOs, but in WildStar, I've had it on. I'm at level 50 and never turned it down once." That's a huge deal because I know, the desire for people to just turn it down and I'm sick of it. I've heard enough. But it feels great to know that they're keeping the music on, and all that hard work and those decisions to make the music as cinematic as possible, as immersive as possible, that it all really started to pay off. What I really wanted to do was capture 3 different elements and infuse that into the score. I wanted to capture a frontier spirit, the sci-fi adventure, and the emotional landscape of what WildStar is. Those 3 elements combined really give us the tapestry that we have for the WildStar score.
Oh my god. The infamous login theme. And it's just, one thing that's really upsetting about like Jeff Kurtenacker's soundtrack for the game is that like it was originally up on Spotify, but then it got taken down by Spotify, and ever since the game shut down, the company shut down, the rights to the music got lost because the record company who originally had with music, I think it was originally like shut down as well. Everything is shut down. The composer's trying to get a hold of his own work again to make it available to everybody. it's a complete mess. It's an absolute complete mess. I think honestly, if there was something about WildStar that actually had the most personality in all of its marketing, was like, yeah, the housing initiative trailer when they were announcing housing for WildStar, which was like a little bit more than when KingsIsle Entertainment announced housing for Wizard 101. And I actually genuinely enjoyed this.
I'm Phineas T. Rotostar, and today I'd like to talk to you about home. Home. A place to put your feet up. A place to hang your hat. A place that, thanks to years of research by Protostar Corporation, has a statistically insignificant chance of killing you. We here at Protostar would like to interest you in a new home, on a new world. The planet Nexus. Yes, Nexus. Planet of mystery, world of excitement. Where'd it come from? No idea. But thanks to Protostar, bam, you can put a house on it. Feel the adventure of clearing your land. The pride of building your home. The freedom to make it your own. But that's not all. Plant a garden. Build a windmill. Erect a large, defensive cannon. You can do anything with your land, and thanks to Protostar, the possibilities are endless. Not feeling neighborly? No problem. Space is not an issue. Thanks to a miracle of science, Protostar can rip your land right out of the ground and hurl it into the sky, letting us build even more houses. That's right, houses in the sky, because when you think about it, every customer is an island, so why not live on one? In the sky. Protostar, making dreams come true. For money. Protostar Corporation is not responsible for making actual dreams come true.
It's not responsible for making actual dreams come true. Cough, cough. Well, why would you actually have a castle in the sky when there are other games that do it first? Cough whiz. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's like absolutely one of my favorite trailers, hands down, of all time of this game, I swear to god. I love how it doesn't take itself seriously. It has epic music. I enjoyed playing as a medic. I've seen a lot of people's houses and their creations are completely bomber. Like, it would take me like an eternity to like... It took me a while to get my Pirate 101 houses done. It certainly takes me an eternity to actually like get, what's it called? For like my Wizard 101 houses to be properly done, which unfortunately will never be completed. What else? Oh yeah, Transformers Universe. That was another game I played. Unfortunately, it did not leave closed beta. Sad to say, and it's by the main people who it was by the people who made RuneScape, actually. Jagex, yeah, Jagex. It's by the people who made Jagex, but then Hasbro's like, we have no need of the game anymore. So the Under the Hood. Did they put in the music here? Check out the new trailer if you read deeper. Did I miss this game?
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm one of the community managers on Transformers Universe, and this is our brand new show, Under the Hood. In the build-up to launch and beyond, we will be here to make sure that you are up to speed and ready for battle. We'll be introducing you to the team, showing you around and giving you exclusive behind-the-scenes access. Coming up in today's show, I'll be taking some of your questions directly to the developers. The community team will be talking about the newly announced Founders Programme, and you can win one of our exclusive Transformers Universe jackets. But first, let's take a peek at the Gadget Show. This was the first time the public went hands-on with the game, and they really enjoyed it.
I'm a Smiler and I'm a Decepticon.
I'm an Autobot.
No one wins by being a good guy, ever.
I like being good. I peeked in through the door and it looks epic.
I'm an Autobot.
I'm a Decepticon. Wait. You can't just do that. This is badass. Thumbs up, yeah.
Next up on the Transformers Universe tour is MCM London. So if you can, get yourself down there, we'd love to meet you. A few weeks ago, we held an event down in London where the world's gaming media had a first look at the game and they also got their chance to ask their questions. You may have seen some previews online, but here, at Under the Hood, it's your turn. And so I've grabbed a few of your questions off the forum and I'm going to go get them answered.
Ooh, Optimus Prime.
First question comes from Turbine, and he wants to know, where does Transformers Universe fit into the Transformers timeline?
Oh, right, great question, Turbine. Yeah, so stylistically the game has evolved to fit in within what Hasbro call the Transformers Generations timeline. We've worked really closely with Hasbro, obviously, over the development of the game, and we feel we've given the game its own natural vibe and feel, but as it evolves it will continue in what Transformers fans will recognise as the Transformers.
This dude was not on the roster. What the heck? I never even played as him, whether it be Autobot or Decepticon.
Transformers Generations.
Okay, cool. And next one comes from Knight Raider, and he wants to know, what other modes apart from Elimination can we expect at launch?
Oh right, great. Well, I hope he's enjoying Elimination, but we've also got Meteor Storm, which is a mode where you're fighting against the other faction to locate, capture and defend resource hubs. You can also go into the outer base and carry out some of the public missions we've set out there for you. You can be mining Energon, you can be killing Terracons. We've also got the Crisis mode already, again in beta, where you can team up with allies on your faction and go out and take on specific missions and quests to complete out there.
And a bit of a tricky one here from Ocean Dragon. What's the long-term plan for Transformers Universe?
Yeah, great question. So obviously very difficult to cover that in a short video segment, but we've got at least a 15-year roadmap for this project. I want to build a hobby, so there's lots of different things for people to play. When you're thinking about playing Transformers Universe, there's always something for you to come and do. We're called Transformers Universe for a reason. At the moment we're on Earth, but the brand and the IP opens up to us so many possibilities, so many different places we can go off planet. We can introduce new modes and new schemes and new ways of playing.
They said a 15-year roadmap, but that's never happened because Hasbro straight up pulls the plug. When we were just about to get a new training mode and like about to test out new characters on the roster, new mechanics, etc., etc., etc. Damn it, Hasbro. Damn it, Hasbro.
So Nick, we've had a lot of people on the forums asking about vehicles. What will be available at launch?
To start with, we're going to be on the ground-based vehicles. We've got monster trucks, motorbikes, sports cars, off-road vehicles, SUVs.
Hold up.
Trucks, motorbikes.
That doesn't make any sense, yet that made it into the game.
Sports cars, off-road vehicles.
Well, then again, that's the thing with RC. If you watch Transformers it's not Transformers Cybertron. That Transformers animated series with the RC in it, she goes from a motorbike to a tall, like over 6 foot tall robot. That doesn't fit. Pause.
SUVs, big trucks, military vehicles.
Oh my god, yo, this used to be the old UI. Jesus Christ. This used to be the old menu. Whoa, this has got to be pre-beta. I don't remember it looking like this.
And then going forwards, after launch, we're looking at bringing in the stuff that everybody wants. So, your tracked vehicles, hovercrafts, and in flight, obviously, as well.
And what are you looking forward to yourself the most?
I'm looking forward to the tracked vehicles. I want to get tanks in there, and then obviously with that later on down the line, hopefully comes guys like Blitzwing, Warpath, and stuff like that.
Cool. And then we've got a question from Deadpup, and he wants to know about how he'll be working with familiar characters in the game.
Okay, so mentors at the moment fulfill a couple of functions. So we've got guys in the inner base and social areas, and then in your specific mission arenas and battle areas, then you've got mentors giving you mission critical information. Going forward, we want the players to also be able to pick up their well-known and well-loved characters and play those as well.
But we won't talk about that today. Yeah. And then final question is from Star Warp, and he wants to know about customization. How can you make this bot his own?
Okay, so we've got a couple of ways to split into things that affect how the bot can perform and how they look. So to start with, you get the base paint job of a warrior, and you can tweak that, but we've also got full-on skins which change the model or the silhouette of the bot. We've also got big full-scale redos, and then as far as actually changing how bots function. We've got a wide variety of stuff from changing stats like bot speeds, damage, regeneration, that kind of thing, and then power cores, prototypes, and augments as well. So I think we'll be going into a bit more detail on those at a later date. Though.
Yeah, so there's a lot there to
Alright,
make
no problem,
your own.
Alt.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna
So it's not just
be right
visual,
back after watching
there's a
these
huge amount of
flashback
depth
videos anyways.
in,
Have fun on
increasing
your
the bot
stream.
and making them
Let me
more
go ahead and give you another
optimal.
shout out.
Thanks, Nick. I'm now going to pass you over to the rest of the community team who are going to be talking about founders.
So the Founders Program is a great way of giving yourself a nice head start at the game, as well as access to a few exclusives that won't be
I got
available to
refunded
others
mine,
at
thankfully.
We have 4 packs to choose from, and each of those packs contain a bunch of awesome things, such as in-game relics, title, and avatar for the forum. You will be immortalized on the website, which is pretty awesome, and you will also receive a season pass.
The Silver, Gold and Cyberknight packs will also contain access to some pretty cool new warriors that will only be available to Founders owners at launch, as well as boosts and a helping hand in game.
You will receive up to 6 new
Thanks
bots,
for the god job.
3 Autobots and 3 Decepticons. The Autobots are
Hi, how are ya?
Bra and Double Take.
And for Decepticons, you will get Derail, Dead Heat and Destroyer. With the Cyberknight pack, you will also gain access to all 18 bots at launch, as well as some exclusive Cyberknight skins.
And the best part about Cyberknight is that you will receive a limited edition Transformers Universe figurine. We only have a few Cyberknight packs available, so visit the website to check out which pack suits you the best.
And you could become a founder too. And we hope to see you on the forum soon.
Thanks, guys. Before we go, I did promise you a competition, and to get your hands on one of these limited edition jackets, all you need to do is simply share this video on your Facebook or Twitter using the hashtag #TestYourMetal, and we'll announce the winner shortly. On the next episode of Under the Hood, we have something special for you.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
To make sure you don't miss that, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.
Oh my god, they work. I hate it when like companies work so hard on a great potential IP only for it to get shut down. It just infuriates me a lot. And I've had a total of like what, 5 to 6 online games that just shut down already. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm doing okay. I'm just chilling there. Well, I'm just finished watching the Nintendo Treehouse presentation, just looking at some throwback material. It's Friday night. We should chillax, and I just decided to open up some stuff that it reminds me of like the games they used to play before they shut down. Like Transformers Universe and Wildstar honestly hit me so hard to my heart just because I'm like, I really love sci-fi, and there's really not so much good sci-fi MMORPGs I'm really appealed by nowadays, and just, oh my god. They even have the voice of Optimus Prime and Frank Welker. Okay, let's just...
Hi, I'm Frank Welker, and I play the voice of Megatron, leader of the Decepticons. And this is Transformers Universe Under the Hood.
We even have Peter Cullen in here. They have they had Megatron and Optimus Prime, and they get shut down. I'm upset.
Yes, welcome to the second episode of Under the Hood. We've been so busy here at Jagex, and we're now in open beta, which means anyone can play. Coming up in today's episode, we're heading over to LA, where we've been recording the voices of Optimus Prime and Megatron. We have some top tips from some top players, but first I'll hand you over to our VP David to give us a quick update on the game.
Hey everyone, just here to give you a quick update. As you know, we're now in open beta, which is a fantastic period where we get to hear all of your feedback on the game that we're making for you guys. So since we went open beta, we've been working on a whole bunch of new things. So we've got new maps, new modes. We've also got 2 fantastic new bots coming into the roster. That's Diablo and Swagger, the first 2 motorbikes in the game. They really are awesome bots. Fantastic agility across the battlefield, but also real damage dealers. We're also listening to your feedback on a lot of the gameplay. We're making constant tweaks to the matchmaking, making sure that you're matched against the players of your same skill level and your same skill score. So we love to get your feedback on that. Is it working? Are you getting into balanced matches? Please keep letting us know, and we'll keep tweaking that matchmaking to make sure it's perfect. That's the great bit about Open Beta. You can help us build the game that you want to play. I look forward to seeing you in game.
Thanks, David. So you may have actually tuned into our 24-hour live stream we did recently. Well, we've got some great tips from the players that were there at the event. Check it out.
My number one tip to a new player is know your weapons and what damage they do. Red damage is shield, blue damage is omni, and yellow damage is spark.
Make sure that the blue bar is reduced first. That will then let you go through to the red bar.
Always pay attention to the icons that you have on your weapon indicators. For example, if your icon has a shield, then it's particularly effective at taking down an enemy's shield. If it has a sort of star symbol, it's really good at taking down their spark, so their health once their shield is gone. If it has both, then it's equally useful against both. Alternatively, there's also the plus sign, which indicates a healing gun.
I'm kind of biased, but I'd say new players stick with your healer. If you lose 20 lives in a deathmatch, you lose the game, so don't die. It's more important to stay alive than it is to get kills. Unless it's only one kill less, in which case, just go for it.
Know when to escape is a really big deal. You need to know when you can't take more, when to transform and get away, and also learn your enemy as well as your allies.
When you're getting in a bit of trouble, try and break line of sight with your enemy, because it will remove their lock on you.
All the Transformers have something called a transformation action when they're in vehicle form. You can use this to change levels really quickly. You can jump up onto buildings. That's your middle mouse button when you're in vehicle form.
At any point you are stuck with what your equipment and special weapons do, hold down B and it'll bring up the tooltips of what everything does for your character.
When I started, I tend to venture off by myself to begin with, and it wasn't working out for me, so definitely stick as a team and you'll be a lot more successful.
It is team play. You should concentrate on what other people are doing, how you can help them out. And if people ask for advice, if you know yourself, you should just give it. I spend a lot of time in high ground, just helping out all the new player base.
In this game we're still going on, like, Hasbro needs to make up their mind. Like, make up your mind about what you want in an online Transformers game. They recently just shut down the Tencent project over in China that never went into the Western market and never left beta. Technically correct. You know what's actually really funny? The latest builds of the Transformers online games that they try to make, the one here at Jagex in the UK, and then the one over in China, neither of them have left beta, open or closed. Neither have released because Hasbro can't make up their damn mind about what they want in a Transformers game. And now here we have another studio that's working on an online Transformers game. What hopes do we have for it leaving beta? I have no idea. No Transformers online game has successfully ever left in beta, open or closed, and successfully launched as a long-running Transformers online product. I don't even know what to believe in anymore.
Be sure to try some of those tips next time you're in battle. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, Peter Cullen and Frank Welker in LA. Let's do this.
We are in Los Angeles, California, recording the voiceover for Optimus and Megatron, some of the narrative that we're creating for the story, and also for their voices that will be playing in-game. Frank Welker and Peter Cullen have been playing Optimus and Megatron for the past 30 years, so they know their characters very well. It's incredible to watch them. You give them a line and they just swing it around in 4 or 5 different directions.
All hail Megatron, leader of the Decepticons!
We're using these guys in a way that really sets the game up as these high-level, I guess almost godlike figures that are the heads of their factions as they are throughout all the Transformers.
Let's show them what we're made of.
I wrote the backstory for the game. It gives the game context, and it's what the game hangs off. I won't tell you too much, it's going to be a bit of a surprise hopefully, but the story itself is a continuation of this faction war that takes place with Transformers. It's the good guys versus the bad guys, but on this occasion Optimus Prime has gone missing, and Megatron is scouring the universe with his bad associates, trying to find him, and the Autobots are trying to keep his location a secret.
Hunt them down, leave no rock unturned. Blast them in the air, smash them on the ground, bury them on the beaches.
To be a good warrior for the Decepticons, first of all, you have to understand that you might possibly be your own universe. Use the guys around you, use your fellow competitors, use your commanders in the arms, and you'll do well. But never trust anyone. Trust, but verify.
It's not just about Optimus and Megatron's personal vendetta, it's also about all these other characters that live and breathe around them, and I think you'll find there's some really exciting new characters that you can see in our narrative and also you can play in-game.
This indeed is our darkest hour.
Of all the games I've done, and I'm not going to degrade any of the games I've done because I think they're fantastic, but this is the first game where Optimus Prime is not an on-screen game toy thing. He is transporting the elements of his character in the best way that I've ever seen it before. Lines and lines and lines of encouragement, character development, lines that will instill a sense of love, if you will, and a trust. And Prime has the opportunity to express these lines. So well written.
And you always have a slight apprehension coming to a foreign land and recording with artists like Frank and Peter Cullen, because they're real legends in the VO world, and we've written this stuff and it's close to our hearts, and we spent a lot of time getting ready for this session, and they've delivered on every aspect and obviously brought Optimus and Megatron to life for Transformers Universe. It's been a joy.
We honestly cannot wait to show you more of the story in Transformers Universe. That's all the time we have for this episode. Make sure to check out our Twitch channel every week. On the next Under the Hood, we'll be taking more of your questions to the developers, and we'll be at the home of the Beatles, Abbey Road. I'll let Optimus take us out.
War is upon us again.
I don't think they made episode 3 for Under the Hood, but I want to see like Transformers Universe music though, like the behind the scenes for it. Yeah. See, in-house orchestra, that's the way to go for music. Oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps. Oh, this is the Autobots theme. Yeah. Because the Decepticons have a different theme. Yes, I have watched I have watched all of the Transformers movies. I've been watching a lot of the modern Transformers animations. I haven't watched the 1996 show, because it's like really cheesy and whatnot. But also at the same time, it's like, oh my god. Oh my freaking god. Such memories, and they're not gonna come back because these projects get shut down. Oh my lord. I haven't watched Generation 1. I gotta watch these, like... I gotta watch these introduction trailers again.
Late last night, meteorites rained down across numerous rural and urban areas of North America, causing widespread damage and destruction. The president has ordered a national state of emergency and the total evacuation of 11 major cities.
Master, we have destroyed the Autobot spaceship Arclight and are at present securing our area of operations on planet Earth.
Is he within our grasp?
Humans are in peril. How could he possibly stay away?
Fool. His weakness for these vertebrates will bring on the annihilation of the entire Autobot nation.
All citizens must evacuate Central City immediately. Anybody who remains does so at great risk.
We must strike fast while we still hold the advantage of surprise. Do not give Prime an opening to rally his troops.
Decepticon armies are mobilizing forthwith.
Smoke them out. Hunt them down. Leave no rock unturned. Blast them in the air. Smash them on the ground. The time is here to show the universe. Megatron and his Decepticon army rule supreme.
Even here, Megatron looks like a total boss. He would be a boss fight, though, if this game were to continue. Like, oh my god. The only game I haven't played is Darkspark is just... It's a game full of plot holes and stuff. It doesn't line up with the cinematic universe. It's just a weird game.
Last night, meteorites rained down across numerous rural and urban areas of North America, causing widespread damage and destruction. The president has ordered a national state of emergency and the total evacuation of 11 major cities.
General Freeman, I regret to inform you that the Decepticons have been made aware of my presence here on Earth. Megatron's armada ambushed our spaceship. The meteorites crashed on Earth are all that remains.
All citizens must evacuate Central City immediately. Anybody who remains does so at great risk.
And now we have a duty to stay and protect humankind from the Decepticon threat.
Word from our sources inside the White House is that the devastation was caused by freak natural events and not by a hostile attack on the United States.
Ironhide. Bumblebee.
Megatron will not stop until he has us all firmly in his merciless grip. The fate of humans and Autobots alike may rest on this very moment. You will need to provide me and my Autobots with a stronghold that can be used as our base of operations. There are times when peace is an ideal achieved only through the use of force. That time is now.
Oh my god. They even had like unreleased voice cinematics too. Oh. This was never released.
Generals.
Whoa, hold on. Swindle, Mismatch. Mismatch is definitely a playable character. Contagion was going to be a playable character, never released. Flame War was going to be playable too, and Flame War never had a canonical appearance in anything.
Switchblade.
Master.
Well,
have secured makeshift a seat behind enemy lines. However, it appears Prime's location is still a
Stiletto.
closed book to
Clear
all.
cut.
He'll surface before long.
Such noble intentions grow dim under cloak.
Don't presume you know anything of Optimus Prime's intentions, you fool.
A misstep, Master.
Swindle. My armada.
We have fallen slightly behind schedule due to the expansion of operations, Lord Maine. Speak up, Swindle. We're having trouble hearing you.
Find me, Prime.
And there's an episode 2 of this. And this is the last sort of major media that we were supposed to have. Yeah, Swindle, they've had different voice cast here for a lot of characters.
Hard enough keeping you out of sight from the public as it is. With this mining, you and your pals aren't exactly keeping a low profile.
Our subterranean sensors indicate we are very close to securing a rich source of technetium.
Ask me, there's nothing out there but tumbleweeds and abandoned RVs.
For the sake of all Autobots throughout the universe, I must believe you are wrong in your assumption, General Freeman. Please inform your superiors that we will be done here soon.
Better a minute too soon than a second too late.
Oh my god, I missed this game. They even have like an artwork of Optimus Prime versus Megatron.
For the Decepticons, anger was the beginning. But violence will be the end.
I love Ironhide's design in this, actually. It's one of the sickest, and definitely inspired by the movie. Arceus.
You know your business, Decepticons. It is pain, and business is at hand.
It's either Jazz or Prowl. I think that was Prowl. Because Prowl's usually the police car. But I get those two mixed up too. Then we originally were going to have like Transformers Online, which apparently got shut down. And but apparently it just looked pretty much like Overwatch.
We've been waiting perpetually to awake my soul as a warrior. We've been fighting endlessly to protect our home. We shall always turn the tide of any battle due to our unwavering faith.
I don't remember, honestly.
Summon. Protect our home. It's your destiny, as well as mine.
This never made it out of beta.
We've been waiting, unwavering.
That's his Chinese voice actor voice. Oh yeah, this is the gameplay, first person. This is Transformers Online, which, yeah, pretty Overwatch-like. And this never left China closed beta. Let's jump. For some reason, they mix... For some reason, they mix the movie designs with the new-gen designs. Oh, that was Starscream. This would have been voiced by the English voice cast, but then again, didn't leave closed beta. Yoink. And this is the ultimate. They were definitely an interesting combo, an interesting duo. And then after that tutorial, you get put into the main menu where you get to select which robot you want, either Autobot or Decepticon. You could be both on the same team. Of course, your options will be limited and stuff. But this is pretty much essentially like reskinned Overwatch with Transformers. And Overwatch is already unique enough as it is. Why are you using a sniper rifle as a... First blood. I feel conflicted. You could kill an Autobot as an Autobot. I like Soundwave's design in this game, though. I just wish I could figure out his voice filter. And I played Overwatch through and through. When's the end of the match? Yeah, I really wish this... Jesus Christ, that's loud. But yeah, I'm just... I don't know about how to feel about Transformers as it is right now. The animated series, at least, does pretty decent right now. I just haven't caught up with those episodes yet. And I really hope the Hasbro can really get themselves together and make a proper online game for Transformers now. Speaking of online game, I've been up watching a lot of stuff lately for the past few hours already, so I'm going to go ahead and take a quick intermission break, and I'll go ahead and be right back, and I'll probably play a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! And hop onto Destiny and to see what's up with it. A lot of people I've been who I follow nowadays have been streaming the game lately, and I want to like play it again, just to like get the feel for it once more. Yeah, I agree. It's pretty iffy nowadays. I just don't know how to feel. Anyways, let me go ahead and turn on some nostalgic soundtrack. And I'll be right back after this quick message or two from Twitch's sponsors. Yeah, I think, I'm going to play the Transformers Universe playlist.